Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Nate from PlayYourCourt.com bringing you part 2 today of the top 10 things you're doing on court that are costing you wins in your tennis matches. I hope you enjoyed part 1. If you haven't seen it, definitely get in there and check it out. This instruction, what we're going over today, this is for Play Your Court members of all abilities. It applies to everyone, all right? And so remember, guys, if you're not familiar with the Play Your Court community, definitely go and check it out on the platform. The vault is open. We have thousands of hours of instruction for you to check out to help you through this difficult time. And when we can hit the courts, we're going to pair you with players of even ability, all right? And then you can test your skills in the Challenge League. A lot of fun. Get in there and check it out. All right, so let's jump into it. We are talking about the critical errors that we make that cost us those W's. And let's jump into number 5, where we left off. All right, and number 5 is all about those transition volleys, man. All right, we know that we need to get to net. We know we've created an opportunity. We can finish the point. If we stay back at the baseline, they're probably going to reset. The point's going to dredge on. But what ends up happening is that we try to do too much while we transition in and we swing at our volleys. All right, at the recreational level, we see more mistakes, more unforced errors made because players are swinging on their volleys than just about anything else when we talk about net play. All right, and I think a lot of times this has to do because players are trying to create power. All right, on the transition volley, slow down. All right, get the feet set. Keep the volley out in front of you and create pressure through positioning, all right? On the next ball, we can look to really finish things off, but this is all about a tactical play where we're either gonna play maybe deep or angle it off, maybe even hit short, all right? But just knowing that you have a plan on the follow-up ball, all right? So stop swinging on those volleys and start setting up the play through transitioning. All right, number 4, we're talking about drop shots, and we're talking about hitting them while we're out of position. And what this means is that we're trying to hit too many drop shots from behind the baseline. Okay, we've seen our favorite players do it. Why not us, right? The difficulty, the skill level of hitting a drop shot is up there, right? And it's difficult enough to do it when we are in position, when we're inside the baseline, when we're looking to move forward. When we're behind the baseline, the amount of time our opponent has to react is increased quite a bit, and then the amount of space that the ball has to travel increases greatly as well. So those two things combined make it really difficult, all right? And we end up hitting unforced errors trying to hit drop shots from this position. I tend to see it more so as a kind of a checkout, meaning that the player is kind of panicking. They've hit a number of shots really, expecting to be in better position. Maybe they thought they were going to finish the point. Maybe they're getting tired and they go for the drop shot, all right? And this is checking out, all right? So make sure that if you're going to hit the drop shot, your feet are inside the baseline to give you the best chance of executing this shot appropriately. All right, number 3 is going to seem silly, but it is so important. Number 3, the third thing you're doing on the court that's costing you wins in matches, all right, is hitting too many balls in the net, all right? I know it seems ridiculous, right? Nobody wants to hit the ball in the net, but we have to focus on net clearance. Because just remember, every time we hit a ball over the net, the likelihood of it landing in increases. Right? Like if you've hit the ball 10 feet over the net, yeah, granted, it could go out. But we know that there's a chance that it could go in. If you're hitting the ball in the net, the point is ended abruptly, and our margin, we're playing too close. All right? We want to get that height well up above the net. I used to have a coach that thought it was so important that we had proper net clearance that he once told me, he said, the minute you hit one ball into the net, the lesson's over. And I laughed, and about 15 minutes in, I hit a ball in the net and the lesson was over, all right? Because it's something that we can control. A lot of times we're hitting the ball in the net, we're just aiming too small, our targets are off, all right? And we wanna make sure that we're really keeping the ball with good clearance over the net. All right, number 2, we're down to the last 2 and probably the 2 biggest ones. All right, number 2 is playing with a game that you don't have in your arsenal. All right, we're also guilty of this, right? We want to hit the banana shot. We saw Rafa do it, right? It's like, just because we hit it once doesn't mean it's necessarily ours, right? We have to play within our own game. We have to know who we are as a player, and we want to optimize that performance on who we are. It's so hard to play up and beyond what we're capable of. All right, we call this redlining, and one of the mistakes I see is when players are playing somebody that is considered to be a better player. So perhaps it's a 3-0 playing a 3-5, maybe it's a 4-5 playing a 5-0, maybe it's number 300 in the world playing Roger. All right, part of the problem is they're trying to redline and hit winners on everything, and what are the chances that day is just going to be your day, right? Like everything's just going to suddenly come together. You're better off working through your own game and really just trying to create some confidence. And then maybe as you start feeling better, putting a little bit more MPH on it. Maybe going for a little bit more depth, all right? But if you've never been a net rusher and you know that other players have had success beating this particular player by rushing in, today's not gonna be the day that suddenly you figure out how to volley. That's a dead end, okay? What will happen though is if you play within yourself, keep this in mind. If you have a player, let's just say you have somebody playing that's at a 4-0 level and they're playing a 4-5, right? Who has more pressure? The 4-5, right? There's an expectation for him or her to win. So sometimes just by playing at your own level, you allow them, their level of play to drop. And as you feel encouraged by maybe keeping scoreboard pressure, by keeping it close, your game will rise and that'll equal things out. But trying to redline is not the answer. Trying to hit winners from every place on the court is not the answer. All right, guys, we saved the best for last. Well, in my opinion, the number one thing that's causing you results in your match play is not trusting the process, all right? Not setting goals and not allowing progressions to allow you to grow naturally, all right? So what I'm talking about is sometimes what we face on the court is that we are simply trying too hard, right? Is there such thing? There is, unfortunately, right? Tennis is so technical, all right? And it's not just about hustling. But if you're on the court and you're thinking about how the coach told you to load the racket early, let the racket drop, keep the wrist, keep the grip light, keep the wrist loose, all right, contact out in front, it's just too much. There's so much going through your head. How could you possibly process just sending and receiving, all right, and calculating the speed of the ball in your movement, all right? Just simply focusing on your footwork would do you such a much greater service than thinking about all those convoluted things. All right, now as far as the goals are concerned, success in tennis doesn't happen overnight. It's by setting goals and really working through progressions of these goals, all right? And as we meet these goals, we become a better player, a more complete player. And by coming off the court and being okay with taking a loss, which is gonna happen, we have stages of our tennis career where we lose significantly more than we win. But by collecting data and feeling like we're working towards a goal, that keeps us driven and working and striving to be better. I've always compared it to working out, right? Like if you were lifting, have you ever gone in and had a workout to where there was a win and there was a loss? There's desired performance and undesired performance, but you learn from it, right? You know how many reps you were doing or what your weight is, and that you've never walked into a workout session and expected it to happen. You're gonna be ripped in that one workout session. You understand it's a long pathway. Tennis is any different, and we need to give ourselves a break to reach optimal performance. And we do this by setting goals through progressions, right? And by not focusing everything depends on just this one match, all right? Enjoy it, let it come naturally. All right, guys, that is it for our two-part series. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you got just one or two things from this, It can really help you get more W's on the tennis court. If you enjoyed today's instruction, please hit the like button. If you never want to miss a Play Your Court video, hit subscribe. And remember to check out the platform where the vault is open. Thousands of hours of instruction categorized by skill level. All right, typically reserved for our premium members. It is now available to anyone and everyone at that entry baseline level of that $5.99 price. All right, and so guys, and when we can hit the court, we're going to link you with players within your area so you can get out there, enjoy, and get back to enjoying your game of tennis. Really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys soon.